What's up, guys? It's Erica with Not Your Average EDC. Let's talk about the 945. Brought it to work today, used it for, I would guess, 6 hours total. It was delivery day at work, so tons of cutting. Like, I just spent the entire day with my knife here. So, let's talk about it a little bit. This is not a review. My reviews are only about knives that I test for a month consecutively. This is impressions and just some thoughts about the knife after using it for 6 hours straight at my job, doing many things with it. Before we get into that, I wanted to show off this really cool little Pioneer that I just got, a black one. I'm also going to be testing this, and yeah, this is cool. It just has the cap lifter, can opener, which I believe I'm going to modify. Not going to tell you what I'm doing with it yet. Blade, and the best part of this entire thing is the awl. So useful. Shout out to Eric over at Indie Hammer for influencing me to pick up one of these again. I've had so many of these and I just keep getting them all the time. If you haven't checked out Eric's videos, go check him out. Indie Hammer. He is incredible. His videos are my favorite over anyone. Him and Jeremy and Mike from Powers Carvings and Crafts. Jeremy's channel is Bumblebee EDC. Like, oh my god, these guys are amazing. I fucking love them. Like, no offense to the big boys in the community like Metal Complex and stuff, and Nick Shabazz. Like, you guys are amazing people, but I can't watch. I literally can't watch them. They're so boring. Yeah, it's just not my thing. So those boys are incredible. They have really good stuff. Let's talk about the knife. Flytanium micarta scales on this bad boy. We put these on because I just felt like it being so small, I needed more grip than the G10 offered, and it is much grippier. This micarta is some of the most grippy micarta I've ever used. It is very rough. It's very rough, which feels great for me. So it is helping with the grip. Obviously, it didn't improve the length at all, but it is helping a little bit. So I've mentioned this before, but I will reiterate, this is not a 940. Even though it's called the Mini 940, it's really not, because what made the 940 was the fact that it was a multi-tool that Jesus, we're talking about Laren too much in the other video. Warren Osborne, he created the 940 as a ranch tool, and it was supposed to be really thick and rugged, and this just isn't that. It's not. This is much thinner than the 940. It is not meant to be a hoof scraper. It's not meant to do any of that. So I went into this thinking this is not going to be a 940, and it's not. It's very slicey. I mean, it is the length of a mini grip. It is so thin, though. Like, if you didn't like how thick the 940 was and you wanted something that is shaped like it but thinner and more capable with that kind of stuff, this is like right up your alley, guys. It's really nice. So there's a lot of good stuff about this knife. The action is incredible. I mean, just so smooth. I really like that little pocket clip. It's really nice. This is a mini version of their split arrow pocket clip. Really nice ergonomics because there aren't really any, so it's just a very straight knife. Nothing really stopping you there, nothing telling you no. I do really like that I can do this very easily and even, go up there without putting my finger on the blade. It is just a laser beam going through material. Any material. It is a laser beam. The factory edge was incredible, and just the geometry of this is so thin compared to the 940. It is very, very nice. It is just, it feels like it's melting through everything. Now here's where we just get into a little bit of a I don't know what to call it. My issue with this. It's just too damn small. And Nicole's gonna hate me for saying this because she is obsessed with her version of this that she's testing. She's freaking obsessed with it, loves it. It's just too small for me. And she keeps saying, stop calling it small, because it's not. It's the same size as a mini grip. It's just thin. But it just feels like a freaking toy to me. Like, it's light. It's very lightweight. And it technically, I'm pretty sure, is like close to the same thickness in the handle as the regular 940. But it just feels tiny to me, guys. Like, oh, so small and light. And I just can't quite put my finger on it. I mean, technically, everything should be great about it. Like, I enjoy the length of the mini grip. So if this is the same frickin' thing, why am I crapping my pants over it? Because I'm stupid. I think I have it in my head that I love the 940. I am obsessed with the 940. And this is just, like, not a 940, but it looks like one, but it's not. And I don't like that for some reason, which means all of you should like it. Because all of the qualities of the 940 that you guys didn't like, you know, it being so thick and useless to some, that's not the case here. And I can't stand the damn thing. It's fantastic and I hate it. I used it all day. Processed food, cardboard, straps, plastic. It did so well. It's so incredible, and I freaking want to throw it in a dumpster fire. It's just not my 940, and I miss it. But I did use it for 6 hours straight, guys, and it did fantastic. The only thing that I noticed that was, like, genuinely a very minor problem for me was the fact that there's just nothing to grip here to pull it out of my pocket. It's so tiny, and, like, there's just no purchase there. So I found myself kind of fumbling to try and get it out because I just couldn't get it out of my dang pocket, and my fingers are all jacked, so it's not like it's easy for me in the first place. No lanyard hole, so I can't fix that. It's an incredible knife, guys. Like I said, this is not a review. I can recommend it so far because there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, it's a tiny, simple knife. What could go wrong? I don't know. I know mega spring breaks, just like on any Benchmade. What is going on back here? The crazy dogs are going. It's a fantastic knife, but it does feel like a toy. It is too lightweight for me, and it is too slim for me for being so small. So, otherwise, it's just great. If you're interested in one, maybe talk to Nicole about it over at Nicole's EDC, because she's obsessed with this thing, and she has a way clearer mindset about it because she hates the 940. It's way too big for her. So, like, if you're interested in it and want different points of view, just hit up Nicole. She's a freaking genius, and she has so many good things to contribute to the community, especially about this knife, because she's been using it like crazy. So hit her up. But yeah, this is a great little knife if you like widow knives. Widow tiny knives. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go play with the dogs a little more and then head inside. Tonight is my Friday night, technically. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I do have to rescue a bunch of kitties in the morning. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Go use your shit. And I will see you again.